is ready to play, and both of these players ready to play with 3, 2, 1, and pills.
A little bit of a different story board wise. Ook's playing a much scattered board. If you look on row 6 for Flindo, he's going to have to get through a very thick line of viruses to really open anything up here. But it looks like Flindo is just a little bit behind, but it looks like he's trying to set up some strategies to open up his board. Meanwhile, Ook has some really good clears. Blue-yellow is not the best pill combination for him right now, playing a pretty red-heavy bottom of that board. And a very yellow heavy top of the board. Not a lot of blue left to speak of, Savage.
No, not at all. I mean, he's cleared out 2 of the last 3. So we're really hoping for that ketchup and mustard blitz for Ook there. But he's down to 9 already. So he's in a pretty good position. My question is he going to be trying to take out those yellows up top horizontally? It is possible. Oh, and the double yellow, you see him nodding. That's what he wanted to do all along. And wow, this double yellow blitz, perfect for him. JB just needs one more yellow, and he's going to be out at a 110. Flindo not too far behind. And I wonder, it looks like he is going to try to go for the D sandwich strat there.
Yeah, the D sandwich was the right call. He was really just flummoxed with that left side, a lot of stuff on a high elevation, but only 15 seconds behind here out at a 125. Double blue would be lovely to start, and there you go. You're welcome. Commentator blessing for you there. 30 viruses to go for Flindo. Meanwhile, over on Ook's board, pops a red sweet tea over on that right side of the board, putting him down to 23 virus. Still a close game. Really is playing more of a stack board. Not a lot of opportunities for high elevation horizontal play, but he can kind of open the board up. I'm really looking at columns 2 and 3 where he can really start addressing the board. Meanwhile, Flindo is a bit stacked, very high elevation on everything here. As you see those bottom 3 rows, only 4 viruses to speak of. Drop time and setting up horizontal is going to be key for Flindo.
But a little more blue-red, and he's going to be in great shape. Look at that. Beautiful. And the blue-yellow coming right down to clear out all of that. This is such a clean board. And with that, he is only down by 2 viruses. But he's got a similar situation to what Ook had at the very end of the last level, which is that there's a ton of red-yellow here. But actually, Ook's in the exact same situation as he was before. So much red. So it's basically whoever's going to get the pills they need, because they're both set up for great moves.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing Flindo here is playing a good horizontal. That was actually very brilliant, clearing out that bottom section of viruses. He's going to tuck underneath. I would think it would be pretty reasonable that he's going for that double red horizontal, and he absolutely is signaling. Going to leave that yellow virus for last. Looks like he might be taking the lead here. Both players down to 1 virus, and it is at a 304. Flindo is out, and Ook right behind. He's going to be out at a 308, real close here going into 9 or 8 rather.
Yeah, he was just waiting on that red, and there's nothing you can do when it's waiting on that very last pill. Take a look at Flindo here. The blue yellows being very helpful. Had a good setup. I think he's going to be taking those blues horizontally, and there he goes. He does, but no use for red right now until that blue comes down, and the double blue, perfect for the T. So Flindo about 5 viruses ahead of Ook right now, who is hanging on to something on a plan on the right-hand side. Was surprised that he didn't actually just go for the red-blue, but now he's knocked down column 8.
Yeah, he was a little bit precarious up there in that column 8. Did just decide I'm going to drop some garbage down. I'll deal with it later. Kind of what you have to do on a red or any single color heavy top line. But we're seeing him go to work here now down to 23. It's only a 7 virus advantage for JonDatFlindo. Flindo has a lot of opportunities on that left side. It's very yellow heavy. He is going to tuck that blue yellow in, going to get that big multi-clear, and he is down to 11. Ook down to 15. Looking for a red yellow. There it is. He's going to get that tuck triple and then a double yellow to clear off the remaining yellow. He's got stacks he's got to deal with, but a lot of solutions here available for Ook.
Yeah, whereas Flindo's really just got to burn down all of these yellows, which are quite high up. So he is going to be taking drop time on just about all the yellows. And earlier in the level, you heard me maybe making a excited noise. He had a good combo, but it burned a yellow pill half, which was tough because of so much yellow here on the board. But Flindo getting a couple yellows to clear out that left-hand side. And as I'm speaking about left-hand sides, that's the only part of Ook's board that's even remotely complicated. This is all free and clear, but he is reliant on a red blue to keep that moving.
He could also maybe spear things down, and he might do that as Flindo out at a 508. But Ook does get what he's looking for, and he's going to get the next piece out at a 514. So it is a horse race going in here into 9. Looking at these boards, Flindo can get a double yellow here. This is we're gonna see something really cool. There it is. Look at this combo. Boom. Leaving himself a little bit spired in that center column, but has a lot of plays if he can start getting a red-blue blitz. Meanwhile, over on Ook's board, he's down by 10 viruses and has no yellow to speak of on his top line. It is red-blue all the way here, but he is starting to make things work and is still down by 9 viruses, but charging ahead here.
Yeah, Flindo's got such more friendly of a board right now than Ook. I mean, that was just all blue-red there at the top. But Ook at the same time was making really smart plays to just lay down the yellow right away and use it as that strategic garbage. So he is only 9 viruses behind. That's a little bit tough of a lead there, but wow, great combo from Flindo, just taking so much out. And yeah, he has really opened up this lead.
No yellow is useful for Flindo, so he's got to make use of what he's got here. Getting a double red blitz, very fortuitous. He's going to get a couple of horizontal reds off the board, and looks like he is maybe signaling that he's going to minimize that drop time, taking a second of drop time away with that tuck clear. He is going to be down and going to get the double, then the single, and out at a 6:38. Fantastic time from Flindo as he takes game number 1.
Yeah, and taking a look at Oops level 9, I mean, there was, even if you played that really beautifully, there was not very much chance that that board was going to get going as quickly as Flindo's was. So just that red blue, very difficult for Ook there. And the setups from John, very good on that level 9. And there was a crown up there on the screen by accident before the match for JonDatFlindo, but now he has earned it. And we've got readies from both players.
Our chat saying Flindo was beautifully setting up 9. I completely agree. We'll see if Ook can force a game 3 here. Ook's never one to shy away from a challenge, and we have our countdown 3, 2, 1, and pills. And you got a flat left section of that top line for Flindo, so he's going to have to kind of decide what 0 drop clears he's going to want to go for, and he's going to get 2 very quickly off the line here. Yellow-red, not the most useful combination for him. Meanwhile, looking on Ook's board, Ook's signaling that he is going to go for that double blue horizontal, opening up that board, leaving things nice and tight. It's very open in the center of that board, which means he's probably going to be focusing a lot along the bottom and trying to build his way back up with some of these clears.
Yeah, and Ook's in a little. Oh, I misaligned my columns. I thought he was going to be in a little bit of trouble dropping down garbage to the bottom, and he wasn't, and then he was. So having a little tough time aligning here. But Ook behind by 3 viruses, he's going to be taking a ton of drop time towards this end or building up platforms to make that yellow T. And wow, JonDatFlindo getting amazing luck with all of these blues. Because that's all that he needs. And he is going to take out column 8 last. Smart move to avoid the drop time. Just needs 1 more, and he'll be out at a 112. Meanwhile, Ook is going to set up that platform there and is out at a 106. Yes, that timer differential, you can see he started a little bit later.
Both these players playing phenomenally. 106 is something that is, if you're playing, you're really going to, you see that 106 on the timer and you really start boosting that confidence and really start, it's a mental thing. You're just going to see the board a lot better and you just feel good about your play here. And that's what we're seeing from Ook. Ook is at 23 viruses. It is a 13-second time difference. Ook is starting to command this board very well. He does have a row of viruses he's got to clear out to access the bottom. Meanwhile, Flindo playing a scattered board, but everything's tight at that lower elevation, so drop time won't be too much of a factor for him. You see those blues over in row 2 for Flindo, more than likely going to, never mind, he's going to sweet tea. I thought he was going to go horizontal, and that was an amazing combo by Flindo.
That was fantastic. And yeah, I mean, now he's down to 7, but Ook being down to 4 means that he has even stronger of a lead than before. Now look at Flindo. He is setting up to drop onto the blue to get a horizontal there. The question is, I think he's looking for that red blue so as not to wipe out the red horizontal. Oh, but he gets it anyway by accident. So there we go. Just one more yellow for Flindo, but Ook's already going to town in this level 8, and he's going to need the help because of how much red yellow there is on the top, JB.
Yeah, and double yellows would be huge on that left side, but Ook's going to be working the middle. Is probably going to have to split his board intentionally here, but really starting to get things going. Not a lot of blue for him to work with. He could tuck a blue down into the bottom row and get that double horizontal. Elected not to, and he's really just handcuffed here without any access to yellow. Good drop clear there. Flindo, meanwhile, has a pretty split board, but it's very manageable. If he can get a yellow blitz here, Savage, he could be off to the races.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this board is looking really good now. And yeah, as soon as he gets that double yellow, those two columns, 5 and 6 are just going to go away, but now he doesn't need it. Oh, and this double blue, perfect for Flindo for the horizontal. Now he's just got to get good RNG, and by good, I mean no blue.
Yeah, he needs yellows. Yellows are going to be huge. You'd want a double yellow blitz if you can get it, but there's one double yellow. That's actually optimal for Flindo, because Flindo can pretty much play however he wants. He can drop a double yellow or drill down, and he got that double yellow. Easy decision there for him. And if he wanted to, he could split this blue overhang, but he's not going to do it. Just going to try to minimize that drop time down to 4 and now down to 3. Ook, meanwhile, is just stuck here. Looks like he had a bit of a misplay or a bit of a rough drop here, but Flindo out at about 410 as Ook is a little bit frustrated here on this 8 end game.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's trying to build up to that horizontal, and I didn't see the misplay, but yeah, he's going to have to bring it all down and then probably have to go vertically. And it's tough that in column 3 there's red there, and both column 1 and column 2 need it too. And now he's in danger of possibly topping out. So that is tough. Oh, and gets that red yellow just a little bit late. So he's out at 431. That advantage has disappeared.
Yeah, and a tough board here. Nothing red on the top line, but working through trying to get that red exposed over on the right side of the board. Ook is looking pretty good here. If he can get this the center column, the blue yellow, if he can get that off the board, he can really start opening the board up. Has a lot of good double horizontal opportunities further down the board, and he does get that sandwich clear and down to 29 here. But Savage Flindo is just absolutely smoking this 9.
Oh yeah, he is, and he just had an amazing swim. And on high, that is just so challenging. And of course, the swim is a slide directly, usually to the left, and then just at the last frame possible, you are standing that pill right back up to make a vertical. And yeah, he is just in great shape. Meanwhile, Ook looking for this red blue. It's coming. There we go. And he drops down the horizontal, clears a bunch of the center of the board, but it is not enough. Flindo knows that he had an excellent time with that 545. And with that, JonDatFlindo is moving on to round 2.
Yeah, what an absolutely fantastic run by Flindo. I'm just checking to see if that's a PB for him, because that is a sub 6 and just absolutely huge for him. That actually is a PB by 10 seconds for 2024 all time, just short of his PB, but still a fantastic run.